Ever shared a brilliant idea in a meeting, in a forum, and then you see people are not interested, just scrolling their phone, or you're trying to say something, but you're not heard? So what's happening here? You do not have a powerful presence. Sometimes we call it executive presence. Executive presence is like the Wi-Fi. Till you don't have it and it becomes one bar, you don't even realize it, that you don't have it. In this video today, I will help you learn how to gain control of yourself so that you can exhibit your executive presence. Then we talk about 7 habits that you can inculcate to amplify your presence and executive presence, and then how you create a powerful micro habit and practice it and make it very real for yourself. So let's dive in. And most of the time when we talk about executive presence or presence, people will tell you, just be confident, fake it till you make it. But here is the truth. Confidence is just 1/3 of the presence. The rest too is clarity and connection. And if you have it all together, then you have the presence. Now, you cannot have a presence if you are not calm inside, if you do not have control of yourself, if you do not greet your anxiety. By the way, can you guess how many people feel anxious before they speak up, or they are presenting to a large forum, or even in a meeting presenting their views to the top executives? How many people in percentage they feel anxious? Just pick your number. 50%, 30%, 70, 80. It's a staggering 90% people who feel anxious. And it's very, very normal. And by the way, the rest 10%, as per research data, who are saying they are not anxious, they are lying. So everyone gets anxious. That's not the problem. It's how you greet your anxiety within. And there's a way to do it. You have to have your coping mechanism. One technique could be you take deep breathing. Breathe deeply 3 times and you feel calmer. Or you listen to your music, podcast, or just think about, just relax. There's a way to greet your anxiety. Take control of yourself. That's very, very important. That's number 1. Then we start talking about the 7 habits that you want to inculcate. The first I say is leadership stance. What is leadership stance? You will see people are presenting, they're standing up and they feel like they're like this, slouching. Their body language is closed. That's not going to make a good impression. You need to be straight, like a eye, small eye with the dot at the top. The top of your head is pulled by a string and attached to the ceiling. You are straight and you have a positive, powerful pose. That's very, very important. That shows confidence within and outside. So next time, try that out. So that's number 1, leadership stance. Second is the 3P, pause, palm, power. So power we talked about, and here come the pause. Before you make any point, you have that powerful pose. After you make a very, very important point, just be silent. Give a pause for 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. Let that be assimilated within people who are listening to. They need to get it. And there you have a soft eye contact, have that pause, and have your palm open. Open palm shows confidence, you have nothing to hide. So that's the pause, palm, power. Practice it. Pause is wonderful. Pause actually enhances your communication. Number 3, crisp cadence. How many words per minute you are speaking? And that is very, very important. You don't want to be like a bullet train and you are talking so fast, no one even can understand what you are saying. And you cannot be too slow, like a tram going literally in slow speed. You need to have the right cadence, words per minute. Normally is 160 words per minute. That's standard. By the way, that's one thing I need to improve. I know I speak very slowly and I've got that coaching from many. I need to improve and I am working on it. So crisp cadence is the 3rd one. 4th, and before I say the 4th, let me ask you a question. What is or which one of our body parts is the most expressive among all of our body parts? Which is the most expressive body part? See, I have given 2 seconds, 3 seconds pause here. See the power of pause and you're thinking. The most expressive body part is your eye. So use eye contact. Have soft eye contact whenever you're talking to people. Make sure you make eye contact. That's very, very important. One time I was presenting to a CEO and he said, don't talk to the wall, talk to me. And many times you'll see people are just looking up the ceiling and God knows what they're looking at. You lose presence. You ruin your presence by doing that. So you need to have a soft eye contact. And one more important thing, you have to have smile. Smile is like that topping that makes your presence more felt, more alive. Smile is a wonderful connection. So you connect with soft eye contacts and gestures and with your smile. Here it comes the number 5, and this is very, very important. When you talk to executives, they have a very short attention span, sometimes even less than 30 seconds, even lesser than that sometimes. And here is the tip. You lead with BLUF. And this BLUF is not double F. This BLUF is bottom line upfront. And bottom line upfront is sometimes the impact you're talking about. The impact is going to create revenue growth, profitability, or whatever that matters. Bottom line upfront, BLUF. So lead with that, and then you give your entire storyline so that they are glued in. Otherwise, you're going to lose the executives. So that's number 5. Number 6, strategic visibility and networking. It's just not about when you are speaking in the room or in a Zoom call. Sometimes it's before, sometimes it's off the record, sometimes like you are meeting people in the lobby or having lunch together, and you are using those moments to network, to increase your visibility, or even you are posting on LinkedIn on behalf of the company. So you continue to increase your visibility and presence. And you do that through strategic visibility and networking. Networking is super important, strategic networking. I'm not going to talk about it here. There's another video which I published some time back. You can go back and you can see what strategic networking truly means. So that's number 6. And here comes a number 7. You can say everything, but you have to lead with stories, metaphor, and humor. If you don't have that, it will not stick. And you actually, on the other hand, if you have stories and metaphors, it amplifies your presence, and whatever you're talking about, that gets remembered even many, many years afterwards. So try these all 7 habits. And how do you do it? Let's talk about action. How can you do that? Now, I understand all 7 you may not be able to do and practice together. So don't worry about that. Take one at a time. Whichever you want, take one at a time and practice that for 1 week at least. For example, for me, I am practicing words per minute, and see, I'm still struggling. Sometimes I'm going too slow. You have to practice, master one habit before you move to the next habit. Look, it's not an overnight change, but if you consciously try out one habit at a time, 7 days, you continue to build on that, your executive presence will be elevated and you will unlock the keys of your career growth. And talking about career growth, that's the next video. We'll come back and talk about career growth in the next one. So you don't want to miss out. Stay tuned, have your notifications on. And if you like this video, please share with others who needs to elevate their executive presence and who needs to progress in their career. So till next time, goodbye. See you again.